In this video, first we are going to see certain problems based on arithmetic mean and geometric mean inequality, and then in the end we will prove Bernoulli's inequality for real numbers. Let's start with our first example. It says, given an A by B rectangle with a fixed perimeter P, the maximum area occurs when the rectangle is a square. So what you have to do, you have to collect all those rectangles whose perimeter is equal to P. And then among all those rectangles who has perimeter equal to P, you have to prove the rectangle which has maximum area is actually a square. So let's try to prove it. So we have assumed dimension of our rectangle is A by B. So perimeter, we know that it is addition of length of all four sides of rectangle, and since opposite sides of rectangle are equal, you can say perimeter of your rectangle is 2A plus 2B, and area of rectangle A is A into B. Now we will apply AMGM inequality on A and B. So you will have arithmetic mean of A and B is greater equal geometric mean of A and B. Arithmetic mean of A and B is A plus B by 2, and geometric mean of A and B is square root of AB. Therefore, you will have square root of AB is less equal A plus B by 2. And then squaring both the sides, you will have AB is less equal square of A plus B by 2. Then from here, we know that P minus 2A is equal to 2B. And if we multiply by 1 by 2 on both the side, we will have B is equal to P by 2 minus A. Now we will substitute this value of B in this inequality AB less equal square of A plus B by 2. So you will have this square of A plus B by 2 is equal to square of A plus P by 2 minus A upon 2. So I have substituted B equal to P by 2 minus A. Now A and minus A will get cancelled, and you will have it is square of P by 2 upon 2, that is it is square of P by 4. Now P is a fixed number. So what you have, A, that means area of A by B rectangle, is always less equal a constant number square of P by 4. But what is area? Area is A into B. That is, it is square of geometric mean of A and B. And what is this square of P by 4? It is square of arithmetic mean of A and B. And we know from arithmetic mean and geometric mean inequality that geometric mean of A and B is equal to arithmetic mean of A and B if and only if A and B both are equal. So what you will have, this area will attain its maximum value, that is square of P by 4, if and only if A and B both are equal. And if A and B are equal, your rectangle becomes a square. So you have proved that maximum area of a rectangle with a fixed perimeter P will occur when your rectangle is a square. Let's see the second example. It says, given an A by B rectangle with a fixed area capital A, the minimum perimeter occurs when the rectangle is a square. Now here your area is fixed quantity, and now you have to collect all those rectangles whose area is equal to A, which is a fixed number, and among all those rectangles, the rectangle which will have minimum perimeter is actually a square. That is what you have to prove. So again we have assumed the dimension of rectangle is A by B. So you can say your area is A into B and perimeter is 2A plus 2B. Now by AMGM inequality, arithmetic mean of A and B is greater equal geometric mean of A and B. And once you multiply by 2 on both the side of inequality, you will have A plus B is greater equal 2 times square root of AB. But A into B is what? A into B is area, which is equal to A. So you have A plus B is greater equal 2 times root AB, which is equal to 2 times square root of A. Now, what is perimeter? Perimeter is equal to 2 times a plus b. And here you proved that a plus b is always greater equal 2 times square root of a. Therefore, perimeter 2 times a plus b is greater equal 4 times square root of a. And this a is fixed quantity. Therefore, your perimeter p is always greater equal to a constant number 4 times square root of a. And again, from AMGM inequality we know that p will be equal to 4 times square root of a if and only if a is equal to b. And if a is equal to b, your rectangle becomes a square. So you have proved that rectangle with a fixed area a will have minimum perimeter if that rectangle is a square. Let's see our third example. It says a farmer wants to fence in 60,000 square feet of a land in a rectangular plot along a straight highway. The fence he plans to use along highway costs $2 per foot, while the fence of other three sides cost $1 per foot. How much of each type of fence will he have to buy in order to keep expenses to minimum, and what is the minimum expense? So I have shown a rectangle here, and you assume that x is distance along the highway. Therefore, distance of the side which is not parallel to highway will be equal to 60,000 upon x, because area of your rectangle is 60,000 and length of your rectangle is x. Therefore, you can say breadth of your rectangle will be 60,000 divided by x. So here I have written that x is distance along the highway, area is 60,000 square feet. That will imply that 60,000 upon x is the distance along one side of the field that is not parallel to the highway. So that we have already shown in this figure. Now let's try to find out cost function. See, this side along highway, it cost farmers $2 per foot. Now total x foot is there, so it will cost 2x dollar. Similarly, this side cost $1 per foot, so total it will cost 1 into x dollar. And this side is 60,000 upon x foot and it cost $1 per foot, so it will cost 60,000 upon x into 1, that is 60,000 upon x dollar. Similarly, this side also will cost 60,000 upon x dollars, because it also cost $1 per foot. So your cost function f of x is equal to 2x plus 60,000 upon x plus 60,000 upon x. Now 2x plus x is 3x and 60,000 upon x plus 60,000 upon x is 1,20,000 upon x. Now we will apply AMGM inequality on 3x and 1,20,000 upon x. By applying AMGM inequality, you will have arithmetic mean of 3x and 1,20,000 upon x is greater equal geometric mean of 3x and 1,20,000 upon x. That means f of x equal to 3x plus 1,20,000 upon x is greater equal 2 times square root of 3x into 1,20,000 upon x. From here you can cancel x and x. 1,20,000 into 3, it will be 3,60,000, and square root of 3,60,000 is equal to 600. So you will have f of x is greater equal 2 into 600, which is equal to 1,200. So f of x, that is your cost function, is always greater equal 1,200. That means 1,200 is the minimum cost that a farmer has to bear. Now when will it occur? It will occur if 3x is equal to 1,20,000 upon x, because we know that arithmetic mean of 3x and 1,20,000 upon x will be equal to geometric mean of 3x and 1,20,000 upon x if and only if 3x and 1,20,000 upon x are equal. So minimum cost will occur if 3x is equal to 1,20,000 upon x, and then you can solve this equation to get x is equal to 200 foot. Therefore, the minimum cost which a farmer has to bear is $1,200 and it will occur if your x is equal to 200 feet. That means your distance along the highway is equal to 200 feet. Next, we will go for Bernoulli's inequality. It states if x is a real number greater than -1, then 1 plus x raised to n is always greater equal 1 plus nx for all natural number n. We will make use of principle of mathematical induction to prove this inequality. Let's consider the base case n equal to 1. If n is equal to 1, your 1 plus x raised to n will be equal to 1 plus x and 1 plus nx is also equal to 1 plus x. That means in this case equality will occur. That means you can say your assertion is true if n is equal to 1. So once you have proved for the base case, you can assume that inequality holds for some natural number k. And now we will deduce that inequality will hold for k plus 1 also. Since we have assumed that the inequality is true for natural number k, we have 1 plus x raised to k is greater equal 1 plus kx. And in the statement of our inequality, we had assumed that x is greater than -1. That means you have 1 plus x is greater than 0. Now let's see how it will help us to prove the inequality for natural number k plus 1. Consider 1 plus x raised to k plus 1. 1 plus x raised to k plus 1, I can write it as 1 plus x raised to k into 1 plus x. Now 1 plus x raised to k is greater equal 1 plus kx. So I can say 1 plus x raised to k into 1 plus x is greater equal 1 plus kx into 1 plus x. Then I will multiply both of these brackets. So I will have 1 into 1 which is equal to 1. Then 1 into x plus kx into 1 which is equal to k plus 1 times x. And then I will have kx into x which is kx square. Now k is natural number, therefore it is greater than 0, and x square is always greater equal 0 because we know that square of any real number is greater equal 0. So kx square is greater equal 0. Therefore I can say 1 plus k plus 1 times x plus kx square is greater equal 1 plus k plus 1 times x. And that is what you wanted to prove. You have proved 1 plus x raised to k plus 1 is greater equal 1 plus k plus 1 times x. That means you have proved that inequality holds for n equal to k plus 1. That means from principle of mathematical induction, you can conclude that inequality holds for all natural number n. That means for every natural number n, you have 1 plus x raised to n is greater equal 1 plus nx if x is greater than -1.